The DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Is this still relevant in 2025? Let's find out. I'm a globetrotter. You and I 비교나 하지만 우리 너무 달라. We just different. I don't bother. 여자나 집이나 세차나가 신다 너무 빨라. I'm a globetrotter. You and I 비교나 하지만 우리 너무 달라. We just different. I don't bother. 여자나 집이나 세차나가 신다 너무 빨라. Hey, what's going on? Hope you're doing alright. My name's Matt, this is Dwyer.Creatives, and as I mentioned, I want to go figure out whether this DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is still a good buy in 2025. Now, I've been using this for over a year now. This camera came out at the end of 2023. I roughly picked mine up in the last month of 2023, beginning of 2024, I don't know, sometime around then. So I've been using this for a very long time for my YouTube, for my short form, and anything in between. Right from the start, do I think this is a good camera for 2025? Yeah, I think this is a great camera, especially if you can buy it for those big box store prices right now. I know that Costco, Sam's Club, have been having specials on it. If you can get that creator combo, I would definitely jump on it. Now, why do I think this? First of all, look how small and compact this is. That's comparative to say like a DSLR or a mirrorless camera. As the name suggests, this is a pocket camera. I can literally go ahead and throw this into my front pocket, my back pocket, my jacket pocket, my sling bag, or my backpack, whatever I need to do that. This will fit in there, and that means I always have a video camera with me. That also means when I'm out filming, I don't have this huge camera rig with me, just this tiny little camera, so it does make you a little bit less inconspicuous without drawing too much attention to yourself. And for someone like me who's an introvert, that helps out tremendously. This also means that I can go ahead and pack this up with my travel stuff and not add a ton of weight. As I mentioned in the beginning, if you can get the creator combo, I would grab it for this specific item right here. This is the DJI Mic 2. It pairs flawlessly with this. I know that DJI has released the mini mic. I have not had that myself. I think this has a little advantage over that due to the 32-bit float. It just helps you with clipping on the high end and low end. And for me, I would rather have that. Even though it's a little bit bigger, I think it's well worth it. Now, in terms of features, does 4K horizontal, 3K vertical. I mean, you could flip it for that 4K vertical. If you are a beginner and just starting, you don't want to deal with audio too much, you don't want to deal with color grading and all that, these stock settings for this, the auto settings, will work really well. For me, I fully believe that you can pull this out of the box, go ahead and film your content, and then just cut it up and you're able to post that. Especially for someone beginning, I think that makes it a great option. But if you want to take that a step further, yeah, you get 32-bit float with your microphone. You also get Pro Mode, which allow you to control your shutter speed, your ISO, and you can go into D-Log to dive further into that color grading process. So this allows you to get some great cinematic footage and really take advantage of this camera if you're wanting to more on that professional end. There's a ton of great features. It does have auto tracking where that works really well. I'm able to walk in between things and it still track me. It also comes with time-lapse, hyperlapse, slow-mo. There's a panoramic mode. This also will technically work as a regular photo camera. I don't use that a whole lot, but maybe you want to grab a thumbnail on the run, you can do that with this. DJI does offer a companion app for this. Make sure you go ahead and download that. With the app, you can go ahead and download it to your phone or your tablet and have all that footage there. Or of course, you can just use that micro SD card in the side. Aftermarket support. Since this camera has been out for a year, there's so many different accessories for you to choose from, like this little silicone base. This just allows you to prop it up without anything extra and keep that really short height. I have mine kind of dialed in to where I would like it right now, but I'm always looking for new items. If you'd like to see any of these accessories, I do have a video in the link above. Check that out for my most recommended accessories for the Pocket 3. 4 cons, because there has to be some. Now, these are going to be super minor to me. For you, you may be able to overlook them, maybe you're not, and they're going to be a deal breaker. First thing I'm going to mention is that the lens on this is going to be equivalent to a 20mm. You can buy little adapter lenses that pop on it to make it a little bit wider, but 20mm is all you're going to get. For the aperture, it's going to be f2. And what that means is if you're trying to shoot at a certain frame rate, like I like to do, I shoot mainly at 4K 24. I have a shutter speed of 1/50. My ISO, I'll adjust, but your aperture is going to be at f2. Any other compensation that you need to do if your ISO is not in range, you're going to have to use an ND filter like I have on right here. And yeah, that's not a big deal. It means you have to carry ND filters, which I usually do for my other cameras, but you're always going to have those with you if you like to shoot at a certain frame rate. For my ND filters, I like using these super thin ones so that when it closes back up, I can go ahead and shut everything together and keep that filter on. But saying that, it is super small, so sometimes it's a little difficult to pull it off. I get fingerprints on my lens, on my filter, and then you're gonna have to clean that off. Going from different lighting scenarios means you might have to change that more often. So that's just another little con that you might have to deal with. So there you go. Let me kind of conclude this. Do I think this camera is worth it? 100%, I think it's worth it. It's small, compact, easy to use. You're able to just start filming with the auto settings, but you're also able to fully dive into it to take full advantage of all their features. And those few cons that I did mention, I think they're easily able to overlook. I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap this up here. I would like to know down below, do you have this camera? What do you like? What do you don't like? Do you not have this camera but want it? What's been holding you back? This DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is a very relevant and still worthwhile camera in 2025. If you have the chance, go ahead and grab them. Yeah, I'm really gonna go ahead and wrap this up now. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'm a globetrotter. You and I, 비교나 하지마. 우리 너무 달라.